it's not just obviously the marketing, but the season is critically important for just business, especially retailers, anybody in e-commerce. This is when they bring in just a huge chunk of their annual revenue comes in that fourth quarter, or even just during November and December. So it was already important before marketing came along, right? So, marketing's job is to amplify that and in a good way, right? I always talk about how, email marketing doesn't do a good job of creating demand out of nothing, but it does a really great job of amplifying existing demand. And the holiday season is a fantastic example of that, right? Tons of people are in the market to buy gifts and to buy things for themselves as well. And email marketing can amplify that and help you do even better. So email is great at amplifying existing increases in sales and revenue. And so the way that we look at the holiday season is we try to look at it actually as sort of a 4 quarters exercise. I know that we kind of everyone thinks about the holiday season as sort of being the fourth quarter, and that's when a lot of the action happens. But if you kind of back it out, we see this as sort of being like a year-long exercise for our clients. So for instance, in Q1, you're doing sort of like a post-mortem or a review on how your holiday season went. And then you start doing the really big things to get ready for the next holiday season, which might mean that you're doing, you're looking at your tech stack and evaluating what you might, need or not need, or changes that you might want to make, or integrations, like the really things that take a long time to do, like evaluations and to put new things into place. And then also really big things like, setting up, automations, which can take a bit of time to get off the ground. Any sort of, creative refreshes, that takes a while to do. And then, as you move through, the first part of the year, it's a lot of review, a lot of moving the big pieces. And then as you get into Q3, like we are now you're starting to kind of do like legit holiday planning, trying to get those, those big themes that you want to have, looking at the cadence that you want to have as sort of your baseline, starting to think about, how you might do targeting, and really figuring out the content planning aspects of it, which I feel like is probably the thing that people think about the most when they think about holiday planning, because the volume of campaigns goes up so significantly that that it's generally like if you were just to follow sort of your business as usual, you would get overwhelmed. So usually people really focus in on that aspect of it and how to plan ahead, how to manage that, and certainly we can talk about strategies there in more detail if you want.